Well, let's connect now with George Queenin, a reporter who attended this news conference, who's on standby with the CEO of the water company. George, talk to us. When he said turbidity was low now, what did he mean?
Thank you so much, Kimini. And we're coming to you live from the head office of the Ghana Water Company Limited. Well, I've managed to get the MD here, Adam Wakilu, and he'll just break these things down. Like he said, turbidity of the water, he will break it down. So viewers want to know, what is the meaning of turbidity? You are saying there's been some significant improvements in that.
The turbidity simply means that the natural water we have, they are contaminated. That has made it difficult for the plant to progress. The turbidity could come from tank. It will come from chemicals. Assuming you have a community just by the river, they wash their things, they throw it into the. It will come from minerals, the use of chemicals. So when it changes the normal chemistry of the water, making it difficult for our plants to operate, then we say the turbidity has gone beyond the capacity of the plant.
Okay, so there's improvement, but the banks are
at a certain level.
Okay.
In some, they can operate if it is 20 NTU, they can still operate. Some even 40 NTU, they can still operate. Every water has a turbidity. Like when it was just 3 NTU. So that is very low, the plant can operate. So when it goes beyond the capacity of the plant, then that is where we try out that the turbidity has gone higher than the treatment.
I just got to realize that apart from Galamsey, construction, farming activity is also worrying operation.
Very, very well. As I indicated, in Volta region, we have a problem at Peve. As at yesterday, they have to stop production. Because the rain has brought so much sand, and it has increased the turbidity because someone is constructing along the intake. Just along the intake. And it has caused so high turbidity, they have to shut down at Agozome.
And how would they cope? How would they get water?
That means that is the challenge. That is the challenge. And that's why we need to work on this to make sure that the water, some construction, some sand winning. If you go to Tamale Dalong, it's not illegal mining. It's sheltered because people are doing sand winning for building of houses and other construction. So it has sheltered. If you go to Jambuse in Upper West, it's as a lot of sand winning. If you go to Berekesi, the Okiriba is not that heavily illegal mining. Very sheltered. As we speak, in 2022, the World Bank said about 6 million cubic meters of salt is being deposited there. That is making it difficult for the plant to produce. So, and because of that, instead of using alum, we have to use polymers.
Which is expensive.
Which is 5 times more expensive than alum.
But do you fear there are times where we would have to import water?
I believe that we have enough storage. For now. Thank God we need to protect the Volta link. And I always believe that any type of water treatment plant to be constructed should be constructed along the Volta link. Because turbidity is very low when it is in volume like pond. If you go to pond, because the volume of water there is huge, the turbidity is quite okay.
Well, if you just
I see, George, and just before you let him go, George, what about the chemical levels in the water? What's the update on that?
So Kamini wants to know the water levels in the water. But apart from that, I know you want to use some 300 million to silt your plants that have been affected. So you're calling on corporate Ghana to do that. So let's answer this and come to the news right there.
We realize that Ghana Water alone cannot have that budget to execute. Those within our budget, we are doing it on our own, but it has gotten to a level where we have to call on corporate Ghana to help us. Because the present effort is in fighting, yielding results. I'll say, but because we speak Kwanyapo, the time I visited there, we couldn't produce. Now we are producing 100%. But what did we do? When we realized that the water that was coming was quite okay in terms of turbidity, we have to move the pumps up because we're using submersible pump, not surface or horizontal pumps. When we engineered them, brought them up, it's producing 100% now. But at that level, as the dry season approaches, the water level will drop. How about if it drops below where we have planted the pumps? And when it gets where it's salted, what can we do? But if we desilt, it performs two functions. One, we make sure that all year round we have water because it will be able to contain enough water for the whole year so that we don't dry out during. Two, once it is deep, any cell that comes will quickly settle down and we can now pump water. So it will increase the volume of water at the reservoir, and two, we'll be able to pump clean water.
Okay. So briefly, Community wants to know the chemical levels of this water, just briefly.
I can't tell. You know, it changes with time. It's not constant.
Okay, sure.
You see, the time we visited Konyaku is over 9,000, 11,000, when it's supposed to take about 2,000 NTU. So the turbidity is not like fixed. Okay. So because of that hourly turbidity, taking the turbidity every hour at each per plant is ongoing.
Sure. So Adam Mutawakili is the MD of Ghana Water Company. So can we base the update from this very engagement with the media?
Very well, George. Thank you so much for bringing us that interview. George Quinn in there in that brief conversation with Managing Director for Ghana Water Company Limited, Adam Mutawakili. He's been talking to us about events to do with the improving turbidity levels of our water sources, really, across the country. We can now turn attention to other stories.